And next up is the Death Domain Cleric. The Death Domain is concerned with the forces that cause death, as well as the negative energy that gives rise to undead creatures. Deities such as Chemosh, Merkle, Ouijas are patrons of necromancers, death knights, liches, mummy lords, and vampires. Gods of the Death Domain also embody murder, pain, disease, poison, and the underworld. So the Death Domain Cleric, very excited about this particular subclass. At level 1, you will gain martial weapons proficiency and Reaper. Reaper causes your necromancy cantrips that only target one creature to target an additional creature. You also gain additional spells from your domain, which are always prepared. You will gain Toll the Dead. This is a necromancy cantrip that is new to patch 8. Toll the Dead deals necrotic damage and increases in damage if the target has already been damaged. So this is great to follow up if one of your other teammates or party members have already done damage to a target. Toll the Dead will be very nice to perhaps use Reaper with to target 2 creatures instead of 1, since Toll the Dead is in fact a cantrip. False Life is actually a necromancy spell, not a cantrip, giving you temporary hit points. This was already in the game. And then there is Ray of Sickness, which is a level 1 necromancy spell, could potentially poison them and does poison damage as well. Very, very nice. All right, at level 2, you get Channel Divinity, Touch of Death. When you hit a creature with a melee attack, you can use your Channel Divinity to deal extra necrotic damage. How much extra necrotic damage? We don't actually know. But if we look at D&D 5th edition, extra bonus damage, it says here the damage equals 5 plus twice your cleric level. Will it actually be that much? I could see it being the case, considering it requires you to use Channel Divinity, which is a limited resource. All right, at level 3, you gain some more domain spells. They're always prepared. You gain Blindness, which is a spell that requires concentration, and Ray of Enfeeblement. Both these spells were already in the game. At level 5, more domain spells, Animate Dead and Vampiric Touch. Animate Dead, very fun, summoning the dead, but also Vampiric Touch is a level 3 necromancy spell. This allows the spellcasters at melee range to siphon the life force of their target, regain as many hit points. For 10 turns, you can use Vampiric Touch again without expending an additional spell slot. So this does 3d6 necrotic, and then you're going to actually get that health back, and you can just cast that over and over, which is very, very cool. All right. At level 6, the Death Domain Cleric unlocks Inescapable Destruction. Spells you cast ignore resistance to necrotic damage. That is awesome, considering many of these spells use or deal necrotic damage. This is excellent, allowing you to bypass resistance to necrotic.